Today we're going to look at how you complete the profit and loss account. In the final exams, you will be given the formula sheet to help you calculate the gross profit margin or the net profit margin. But you actually have to be able to complete a profit and loss account. And it's got a defined layout. Straight from the title. The title here says Profit and Loss Account for Coca-Cola can, and we're just going to focus on one Coca-Cola can. For the year ended 31st of May 2018. That's the official title you're supposed to give. For the year ended. And it's got this layout. So, as I say, we're going to look at just one Coca-Cola can. Try and keep this as simple as we can. Alright, so we're going to say that the selling price for one Coca-Cola can is $20. So 20 times 1 is 20. Now the cost of goods sold is calculating the cost of making this one can. What is the direct cost of making this one can? So for example, it will be the aluminium, it will be the water, it will be the sugar, it will be the caffeine. So 20 minus 7 gives you 13. That's the gross profit. Then we take away the expenses. So the expenses will be things like rent, advertising, salaries. So here the expenses are 6. 13 minus 6 gives us 7. So that means the net profit before interest and tax is $7. This will be the figure which we eventually use when we work out the net profit margin. Then interest, we take that away. So interest, companies borrow money. So for example, things like loans or overdrafts. Interest is payable on that. We take that away. It's kind of like a business expense. So 7 minus 1 gives you 6. Then companies have to pay taxes on their profit. So here I said that's just 1. So now we have a net profit after tax and interest of 5. Then companies have a choice to make. Do they pay high dividends? Do they not pay dividends? So I said here the dividends are 1. That means the retained profit is 4. That should be reasonably straightforward for you to understand. Now, how do we improve the gross profit or the gross profit margin? Okay, you can simply do 2 things. You can increase your selling price. Whether that's a good idea or not depends on the market the company is in. For somebody like Coca-Cola, they've got lots and lots of competition, lots and lots of choice for consumers. If you're in a monopoly market, the price elasticity of demand means you may be able to increase the price because you might have a price inelastic product. Or you can try and reduce the cost of production. So for example, maybe buy in bigger quantities so you get maybe a cheaper price. How to improve the net profit or the net profit margin? Well, obviously you can do things like try and reduce your expenses, maybe reduce your advertising, reduce your rent, maybe move further away from, say, a city centre. Maybe try and reduce the wages or salaries you pay to employees, maybe fire workers. But obviously there's a downside to doing that. Whether companies should pay dividends or not, well again, it depends on the company strategy. If a company, say like Amazon, is wanting to expand rapidly into new markets, they probably may think we will reinvest all our profits into the business to help the business grow. Therefore, we have to borrow less. If the business is a monopoly or company, for example, it's supplying the water to the local area and it's got no competition, it maybe doesn't have to spend that much investing in new pipes and what have you. It can afford maybe to give lots and lots of money to the shareholders. So a lot will depend on the business. Okay? So high dividends do keep shareholders happy in the short term because you're giving them part of the profit. So if you increase dividends, it makes them happy. But in the long term, if all of the profit is reinvested back in the business, that may actually help the business grow a lot quicker. And if it's a public limited company, its share price may increase a lot more. So this is a complicated question. Alright? But as you can see, profit and loss account, it's dead simple.